Hi, my name is Vuono. I'm a doctoral candidate at Florida State University in the College of Education, and today I'm going to talk to you about a meta-analysis on peer feedback in second language writing that I conducted with my major professor, Dr. Xiaofeng Li. Now, to start us off, written peer feedback has been gaining attention over the last 20 years in the research. You can see that histogram over there illustrating that. And there are some pedagogical guides available, but they seem to be mostly experience-based rather than founded in the literature. But now there's sufficient quantitative research to be aggregated to determine whether peer feedback is effective and what factors moderate those effects. So we did a thorough literature search and identified 26 studies, and one was excluded as an outlier. And we coded those studies for various sample characteristics, different treatment features, and different outcome features in the study designs. The results revealed that, yay, peer feedback does have a significant positive effect on students' writing. From the moderator analysis, we found that outcome task, when based on a revision rather than a new draft, a first draft, had significantly larger effects of peer feedback observed, and that was true for second drafts over first drafts as well. We also found significant correlation between the effects of peer feedback and the treatment schedule length in days, or the number of days that passed between the pre-test and the post-test, and timed writing in minutes. So when writing was timed, how long students had to write. Based on the findings of this study, we have some suggestions for practicing teachers who want to implement peer feedback. First, it's important to train students to provide feedback to their classmates and to respond to that feedback. We can't take for granted that students know how to do either of these tasks, especially when we're dealing with students who come from different backgrounds and maybe from different cultures that might struggle with this. To save some time in the classroom, it's a good idea to use writing as a homework assignment so students can spend as much time as they want to on their writing, especially since we have that positive correlation with the number of minutes they were permitted to write. In a similar vein, you might want to assign reading, peer writing, and commenting on their writing as homework to save class time for conferencing around those pieces of writing. You should allow students to write multiple drafts of graded assignments so that they have the opportunity to revise their writing before receiving a grade on those assignments. And if writing has to be timed, it's important to scrutinize the length of timed writing. If you give students too much time, they might get bored, and if you give them too little time, it might give them anxiety and make them not write as clearly or as well as they would have under other conditions. It's also important to include peer feedback consistently throughout the syllabus so that students get comfortable with the practice and start to trust their classmates and the feedback that they receive from their classmates. Thank you so much for coming to our poster presentation, and if you have any questions, please send us an email.